Chapter 1. A Strange Sickness. The morning sun rose over the quiet village, its warm rays bringing the promise of a new day. Radu stretched and swung his legs over the edge of his cot, savoring the few moments of rest before beginning his chores. From his small home above the smithy, he could see the village coming alive. Smoke curled from chimneys as fires were stoked. The scent of baking bread drifted on the breeze. Down in the square, Elder Mara was setting up pots of herbs and medicines on a wooden table, preparing for her patients. She frowned, noticing fewer folk than usual gathering for their morning chats and errands. "Where have all the Johnsons gotten off to?" she muttered. Ever since the strange illness began plaguing them 2 weeks past, fewer and fewer villagers roused each day. Radu stoked the fires in his smithy and began hammering away, crafting nails and horseshoes needed by the farmers. He was grateful for the work, knowing many families relied on trading with him. As he worked, the healer's apprentice Pauline rushed over. "Radu, come quick. More folk have fallen asleep, and none can wake them. Elder Mara needs help carrying them to the sick hut." Radu dropped his tools and raced to help. At the edge of the village lay a small house they used to care for the ill. Inside, half a dozen villagers lay motionless, eyes closed as if in a deep slumber. But no matter how Elder Mara sang to them or called their names, they did not stir. "This is no natural sleep or fever," she told Radu grimly. "There is magic at work here." She examined their symptoms, searching for clues, but found none. That evening, Radu returned to the elder's hut. "Have you discovered what ails them?" he asked. Mara shook her head. Dark circled underscored her tired eyes. "Every test I perform shows their bodies fully healthy, but their minds remain trapped. I fear this curse comes from beyond our village." She stood and gazed out at the forbidding forest bordering their farms. "There is only one place that holds such powerful magic. We must seek an audience with the fairy queen." Radu shuddered at the thought of venturing into the forbidden woods. Strange lights and unearthly music were said to emanate from deep within at midnight, yet none who entered ever returned. Still, he could not abandon his people to this sleeping plague. "I will go at first light and not stop until I find the queen," he declared. The next morning, Radu gathered supplies for his journey: water, dried meats, sturdy boots. He stopped by the smithy one last time, selecting a stout iron-shod staff for support and protection against wild beasts. At the edge of village, Elder Mara gave him her blessing. "May fate guide your steps, and your courage shield your heart from evil. Find answers, lad, and save our friends." With a final look back at the familiar homes and fields, Radu stepped into the thick forest shade. Great oaks and elms blocked out the sun, casting the world in an eerie green glow. Strange calls and rustlings echoed all around as unseen creatures went about their day, uncaring of any man who dared enter their realm. Radu walked with care, wary of tripping roots or disturbing some territorial beast. Darkness fell quickly under the dense canopy. Radu paused, uneasy being alone in this unnatural night. Strange shadows seemed to dart at the edge of his vision. Was that a flickering light ahead, or just a trick of the mind? He nearly yelped as something landed in the tree above with a loud thud. Steeling his nerves, Radu continued on. He would not be deterred from his mission, no matter the dangers that lurked in the forest's thunderous secrets.